All right, here we go. Some of you might be wondering, why did I say what I said at the end of the last clip about sacrificing before you ask for scholarships? It's a value system. And I'm not criticizing anybody. I'm giving you food for thought, something to think about. I just think that each of us needs to sacrifice and needs to pay and take responsibility for our own family before we go out and start looking for scholarships. It just doesn't seem right to me. Just because you can get a scholarship, therefore you go out and you buy a house on the golf course and then you ask for a scholarship. That just doesn't seem like consistent thinking to me, okay? But, you know, everybody does it differently. I'm just giving you some food for thought. So, with that in mind, let's move into homework number 5, deferred annuities. All right, so this is a little bit tricky. We're going to use the cash flow keys to solve these. All right. You become a highly valued employee. Your company has offered you a perk called deferred compensation. If you stay with the company for 5 years, they will pay you an extra $100,000 per year at the end of years 6 through 10. Using a discount rate of 7.5%, what is the value of the perk today? So 6 years from today, you will start receiving an extra $100,000 a year for 5 years. So let's use the cash flow keys to solve this problem. This is the easiest way to solve this problem of a deferred annuity. An annuity that will begin at some point in the future. So, CF0 equals 0. CO1 is equal to 0. FO1 is equal to 5. 5 years, no payments, okay? Then, now you have CO2, which is really CO6. Since the frequency of O1 is 5 years, when we hit enter and down arrow, CO2 pops up, but it's really CO6. CO2 is 100,000. Enter down arrow. And FO2, how many times are we going to get the 100,000? 5. Okay. Enter, down arrow. And we've entered all the cash flows. NPV, I equals 7.5. Enter, down arrow, and compute, and we come up with $281,820. So remember, we hit CF0 equals 0, enter, and down arrow. And you come up with CO1. CO1 is equal to 0, enter, down arrow. FO1 equals 5, enter, and down arrow. And that gives you the CO2. Okay? All right, so here's your answer. Okay, clear it out, and let's move on. Your parents set up a trust for you. It will pay $3,000 per month for 8 years. They figure it'll take you that long to get through undergraduate and graduate schools, beginning in 4 years. So you are going into high school, and your parents have set up a trust that will start paying you $3,000 a month when you graduate from high school and start college. Then it will pay you a lump sum of $50,000 to get you started with your adult life. That's a nice deal. If you could sell the trust today, what would a person using a discount rate of 10% annually be willing to pay you for it? So you got a deal here where you've got a contract. Your parents say, here is your gift. In 4 years, we're going to start paying you $3,000 a month. We'll pay you $3,000 a month for 8 years while you're in undergraduate and graduate school, and then once you graduate from graduate school, we're going to give you $50,000 to get started. How much is that contract worth? So, CF0 equals 0, enter and down arrow. CO1 equals 0, enter and down arrow. FO1 equals 48. 48 months, 4 years. Okay? Enter and down arrow. Now we have CO2, which is C49, and that is $3,000. Enter, down arrow. How many times are you going to, and you get FO2. How many times will you get $3,000? So you're going to get $3,000, 8 years times 12 months. So 8 times 12 equals 96. Equals 96. But in that last month, you're also going to get an extra $50,000. So we're going to take 1 off of that, 95 months. Okay? You'll get $3,000. Okay? And then, so enter down arrow, and you get CO3, okay, which is C96, equals 50,000 plus 3,000, 53,000. Remember, you're going to get 50,000 plus 3,000 in that last month, that 96th month. So 53,000, enter, down arrow, okay, and FO3 equals 1, enter, down arrow. All of your cash flows have been entered, and NPV, I equals 10% a year divided by 12 months per year, 0.8333. Enter, down arrow, compute, and you get 147,879.88. So what this tells you is, if your parents put $147,879.88 into an account today, and it earns 10% annually, okay? At the end of 4 years, you will have enough in the account to start taking $3,000 payments out. How many? 96 payments of $3,000. Plus, in that last month, you'll also take a payment of $50,000 out, and the account at that point will be empty. Okay? All right. Interesting. Let's move on. That's a good question. Make sure we're recording. We are. Let's see what other controversial subjects Dr. E can pontificate about. Hey, there's no right or wrong way to do things. Okay? Just things to think about. All right, you're doing some retirement planning. You're 25, you want to retire when you turn 60. You think you live for 20 years in retirement, it'll cost you $9,000 per month to live in retirement. You'll get $2,000 per month of Social Security. You think you can earn 6% annually on your money. How much do you have to accumulate to retire? Okay, so we need to find the present value of the payments. So 9,000 minus 2,000 equals $7,000. And that is a payment to yourself. Okay? And 20 years times 12 payments is 240, and that's your in. Okay? And 6 divided by 12 equals 0.5. And that is your IY. Okay, compute present value, and you're going to need $977,065. That's how much you're going to need when you turn 60. Yeah, right, when you retire at age 60. All right, how much do you have to save each month to reach your retirement goal? Okay, so 977,065 is now your future value. Okay? And 60 years, 60 minus 25, 60 minus 25 equals 35 times 12 is 200. No, that's not right. It's 420, I believe. 35 times 12. Yeah, 420. There you go. 420 is your N. 6 divided by 12 is 0.5. Is your IY. Compute payment, and you have to save $685.80. So, if you save $685.80 each month for 35 years, starting at age 25, when you turn 60, okay, you'll have $977,065 in an account. You continue to leave that money in the account and earn 6% annually, and you start drawing $7,000 a month out, plus you get your $2,000 a month Social Security, so you've got $9,000 a month, and that will last you for 20 years. All right. Here we go. Last question. Question number 4. You are contemplating what your life will be like if you flunk finance. Do not flunk finance. Dr. E will not let that happen. Not on my watch. All right. Studies show that couples who fail this course earn a combined average income of $70,000 per year. If you cut expenses to the bone, live in a trailer, drive old cars, it will cost you $4,000 per month to live. You won't be able to afford children or vacations. Sad life, sad life. Assume you are currently 25, you want to retire at age 65. Taxes will take 25% of your income. You will save the balance of your income each month after the expenses listed above. Okay. Now assume you will live 20 years after retirement, and it will cost you $4,000 per month. If you can earn 5% on your retirement money, how much money will you have to have by age 65 to fund your retirement? Once you find this amount, what rate of return will you have to earn on your monthly saving between age 25 and 65 to accumulate enough money for retirement? So let's answer one question at a time. First, how much will you need at age 65 to fund your retirement? All right, so you've got 20 years times 12 payments per year, 240 is your N. 4,000 is your payment, and 5%, 5 divided by 12 equals 0.41 667 is your IY. Compute present value, and you're going to need $606,101 at age 65 to retire on. All right. How much can you save each month between the ages of 25 and 65? So your monthly income is $70,000. Your monthly after-tax income, 70,000 times 1 minus 0.25, which is 0.75, okay? And you come up with 52,500. Divide that by 12, and you'll have $4,375 a month to spend. And your monthly expenses, $4,000. So you can save $375 a month. Okay? Now, what rate of return will you have to earn to accumulate enough at age 65 to fund your retirement? So, 375 plus minus is your payment. And you've got 40 years, 25 to 65. You're 25 and you're going to retire at 65. So 40 years times 12 months per year is 480 months is your end. Okay, so you got a good long while there. And you're going to need 606,101 is your future value. Compute IY, and you get 0.435, okay, times 12 equals 5.22%. If you earn 5.22% annually on your investments, and you save $375 a month for 480 months, which is 40 years, you'll end up with $606,101, which will be enough for you to take out $4,000 a month for 20 years. Okay? There's your life right there. There's your financial life right there. All right, I think we're done with homeworks 3, 4, and 5. Chapter 6, homeworks 3, 4, and 5. And we will see you next time for your next exciting episode of planning for your retirement. Until then, shalom, peace out.